All right, welcome back to the Attic Hour podcast, episode 33, I do believe.
33?
Yeah, I think so.
Dang, that's Aaron Jones.
A third of the way to 100, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, so we're excited to have a special guest, Isaiah, on.
Sweet.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah, sure. Gonna be chatting about the NBA, man.
Oh yeah, we're doing some NBA talk in this one. Which, honestly, we've done 33 podcasts. I don't even know if we've mentioned the word NBA before. So
we talked a little bit about Tyrese Halliburton's injury.
Yeah, on the football one. We've done a few NFL ones, but
yeah,
we're like that's the thing with this podcast. We are so we have so much variety of conversation. We've talked about anything from ancient Egypt to conspiracy theories to football to jobs.
I think in a week or two we have another ancient history or ancient history one coming out.
Yeah, so we're excited to have from Smithville, Ohio on Isaiah. If you want to go, just say a little bit about like where you're at in life and
just
stuff.
Very brief.
Just
Who are you?
I'm Isaiah Steiner, Smithville, Ohio. Out of high school.
You in college?
No, out of high school, not going to college. Hopefully getting into the trades. Hopefully,
nice.
HVAC, plumbing.
Nice.
And, excited to.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Currently a pizza delivery man, I hear.
Yeah, currently a delivery guy. Yeah.
Nice.
Making the bread especially on the weekends.
Yeah.
But
sounds like a fun job overall.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And then just for reference, Ike and I would both consider ourselves definitely NBA casuals. We honestly don't know a whole lot about the NBA, but that's why we have Isaiah on, because
sure.
dude's an expert. Trust, dude's an expert
for real. Yeah.
Yes. And he's done an insane amount of research. So.
Yeah,
very impressive.
A lot
very
of
impressive.
Shout out ChatGPT.
Shout out ChatGPT. We talk about chat a good amount on this podcast.
Yeah, we have talked about it.
Very thankful for it.
Yep. So, Isaiah, have you watched much of the playoffs this year?
I would say more playoffs than regular season.
Okay.
I think it's been a really good playoffs. Very very surprising. It's cool to see like such a developing league. A lot of young players on the come up, and then obviously we're gonna get into it more whenever we go through like our rankings. And
I'm curious on the statistics to see like if the NBA like viewership is going up or if it's becoming more popular among young people. So I know for a while it's kind of like on the downhill when the NFL started like going up and everything, but I feel like more recently it's been like more like younger people are watching it, and like, especially in the playoffs. Like I personally hadn't been watching until last year when the Pacers were good. Yeah. And then now it's really fun to watch the playoffs.
Yeah, I honestly don't give a crap about the regular season just because there's so many games. Like each game matters much less than like something like the NFL because it carries less weight. But the playoffs are, dude, so exciting.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I think like when we're looking at stats and what players doing, I think a lot of times we should try to focus more on playoffs. There's just so many games in a regular season, and I think a lot of players don't have, I guess, that like MJ mentality of winning every single game. We see teams giving up too in the playoffs, like the Cavs.
Right, and like in the regular season, like they're doing things to kind of deal with tanking, but like that's a pretty big issue too, right? Like, I mean, it goes with every sport, but like it's like the NBA wants to put out a good product that people want to watch, but it's hard whenever so many teams are trying to get that draft lottery and all that. And but yeah, overall the playoffs are very.
So going into the playoffs, did either of you like have a team that you were just convinced was going to win the entire thing?
Go ahead.
All right. So obviously, there's a lot of bias coming from this side of the room. I'm a really big LeBron guy. 41 years old, obviously.
Really?
Didn't really expect much of him this playoffs, but I mean, I was hopeful, a little bit delusional.
You thought the Lakers were going all the way.
No, I wouldn't say I thought that. I'd say I was hopeful. At the end of the day, no.
You wouldn't consider yourself a Lakers fan, would you? Just a LeBron?
No, I follow LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron Raymond James. Yeah.
So would you consider yourself a Cavs fan or just simply a LeBron fan?
Oh, for sure. I think this is gonna sound crazy, but I think I follow LeBron where he goes. I was just a really big LeBron guy. I mean, that's my childhood.
Yeah.
I grew up in Ohio, watching Cleveland.
How many years was he on the Cavs?
A lot of years. I mean, it's pretty much my entire childhood. I don't remember him on the Heat ever. It was always I only ever watched him on the Cavs.
He was only on the Heat for what, like 3 years, if that.
Yeah, he left. And then
Bert,
came
could
back,
you look that up?
Our wife. That's the one thing right now. Our Wi-Fi setting some issues.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yep. The pros and cons of being in the attic for the podcast. But, yeah,
for sure.
So in the playoffs, do you guys? Who is like the biggest breakout player that you would say in the playoffs, like this playoff cycle?
Yeah. So I have a safe answer here. I think Stefan Castle is a big one. I mean, we saw him in the regular season, like 16 points a game, a very strong role player, like a good sidekick in a sense to Victor Wembanyama.
Right.
And then we see him in the playoffs, in especially Game 6, T-Wolves. He puts up like. I don't know the exact. It was like 32, 12, and 8 or something
right,
across
it was
the
a
board.
crazy game.
Which actually, the crazy stat. At 21 years old, the only other 3 players to do that are LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Magic Johnson.
Really?
Which is a really cool thing to see out of Stephen Castle.
That is crazy.
Because
he's not like the most like known player. Or anything.
No.
I mean,
Wait, actually, I didn't realize he was only 21. I thought he was like 25
no,
or mid-20s.
younger player
Whoa.
for sure. And you can fact check me on that.
You're probably right.
I mean, I'm obviously not a robot, but I think
do you know if when his rookie year was, or is that?
I'm not sure. I'm not a huge.
He's
Stephen
not a
Castle
rookie,
guy.
is he? Or like,
No, not a rookie. No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been developing. But he went from 16 points a game to like 20 points a game in the playoffs, and then in the biggest stage against the Timberwolves, he dropped 30 points.
Right, yeah, just absolutely.
I guess I didn't really follow them until they got to the last series. Like he kind of
against the Thunder.
Like I remember seeing that one poster dunk. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like that's when I was like, oh, okay, I've heard this name. Like this guy's actually like he's pretty fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which earlier in the season, like watching, I would say the teams I was most adamant about watching, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Spurs, and then the Lakers and Cavs.
Okay, Stephen Castle is 21. We just got clarification from Mert.
Yeah, perfect. I'm right as it. No, I'm sure.
As per usual.
Yeah, the expert. That's what I'm saying, bro.
So I watched all those teams, and watching the Spurs and OKC in the regular season, that was kind of the most I'd watched. Yeah. And I'm looking at Stephen Castle. Low-key, didn't even know who he was, and then I see him in this OKC game. He like put up like high 20s.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah. He was just
good stat lines.
very consistent in the Thunder game.
And then seeing his poster dunk, I was like,
yeah.
At first I was like, is that John Morant? And then I was like,
I know that's what I thought when I saw it.
They have similar hair.
That was the one play from this playoffs. I literally sat up on my couch and my jaw like almost dropped. I was like, that was one of the best posters I've seen in a while. But he's fun to watch. That whole team is just fun to watch. But.
Yeah, we can actually get into that a little bit later. Greatest poster dunks or greatest dunks.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
But as far
as for the biggest breakout player, I was kind of thinking Dylan Harper. So another Spurs player.
Oh, for sure.
Dude,
yeah.
I feel like the playoffs he just kind of elevated. Like that kind of had everybody realize, oh wait, this guy's not just another rookie. Like he's one of the rookies. You know what I mean? He's up there. And the trio between Victor and you got Castle, you got Harper. They're all like under 23 years old. Like they're gonna be good for a decade. Man.
Oh, for sure.
It's
do
insane.
Realistically in the next 5 years, like are you thinking like more than one? Like do you think they'll make it back like a few times, or are you thinking like
the Spurs?
Yeah, the Spurs. Like they're on. It seems like they're on a trajectory where like it's gonna be hard to stop.
Oh, for sure.
There's several teams like that in my opinion though. Like Thunder's up there too. Like young teams that are just like really good.
It's gonna be the Spurs Thunder every single year.
Yeah. It's gonna be the new
in the conference,
the new Chiefs and
I think
Eagles or whatever.
There's also some sleepers. I mean, you got the Rockets are still they got some young players. The Magic, they're like one of the most dominant teams.
Who do the Magic have?
That's not a good question. I don't really follow them.
Okay,
I do know. No, the Magic have been crazy dominant defensively. They have a developing offense. Also, young guys. But if their offense develops, from what I've been seeing, they could also be like a contender to be really good in the next 5 years. But as far as like, I think the safe option and probably most accurate would be Oklahoma City. I mean, they have another draft pick as well after still having
that's crazy.
Players like Jared McCain. He was coming off the bench for a while, and he's like on other teams would be potentially like the number one player, which is wild.
Dude, they're so deep. It's ridiculous.
It's wild. But as far as next 5 years, who do I think? I mean, give me the Spurs. And that's a big what if. I think this is kind of what I want to talk about a lot as well as Victor Wembanyama. I mean, this guy.
Okay, I've heard people say that like if he keeps this up, I mean, which he probably will, but a lot of people are saying that he's going to be the GOAT defensive player. Like he's going to be the best defensive player of all time. What do you think about that?
The GOAT defensive player is I think I'd even take it further than that, which is a hot take. I was gonna kind of propose that as one of my hot takes.
Okay.
I think he has the skills, the body, and just like overall, he has the highest ceiling in the NBA right now to be
one of the
take this
all-time
with a grain of
greats.
salt, to be potentially the greatest of all time or up there with the GOATs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 7'4" with like a crazy handle,
Right.
cashing logo threes. I mean, his offense is still developing
And he's
too.
competitive, bro. Like that's worth a lot too. Like he has
Crazy
an endless drive.
Yeah, exactly. And like he's relatively dominant in the paint offensively, but defensively is where we really see his greatness. And I think
Right.
he develops that offensive game for sure. I mean, we're gonna see some great things out of him. And I think if he continues to develop and be a developing player, I think for sure the next 5 years Spurs have a very promising
and
future.
especially like you said, he's so young right now. Like he's still making like mental mistakes. So, like he's, I mean, like I don't want to say he's a dirty player, but there's sometimes where it gets in his head a little bit. I think.
Is this his second year?
Uh,
Was he a rookie last year?
No, not a rookie. He's.
Oh, it's a third year.
We can do a fact check with Burr, but I think it's been 3 years.
Okay.
I think it's his third year,
so
maybe.
This is third. Okay.
Fact check. As far as like recent NBA this season, I watch more than like the past few.
Right.
Sure.
So I this current season, yeah, I know a lot, but before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he's one of the, it's the funnest to watch too. Like his putbacks and everything, his defensive blocks. I mean, yeah, he's not the fastest guy. But he's like for how huge he is, he's honestly pretty controlled. I
Okay,
think.
we just got word. Victor was drafted in 23, so that makes this his third season.
Third
yeah,
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
far, I'm like 2 for 2 on fact check,
I know,
which I'm
dude.
proud of. I was
Yep.
expecting to be
It's
wrong
impressive.
some,
Bro,
but
that just clarifies that, mate, dude, you're the expert.
yeah, semi-expert for sure. There's probably some guys who could give me that.
Especially compared to us, because
Yeah.
we don't know.
No, yeah,
Jack.
we're
I got
definitely
you.
casuals, bro. I feel like a sleeper team for like one of the teams that's going to be the best in the next couple years is the Pistons.
Yeah, that was another one in my top 5. I kind of got 5 teams,
Okay.
so I kind of
Yeah.
thought. And
Yeah, I was like the easy answers is like the Spurs and the Thunder.
and then I had Pistons at 3.
Right, I was like low key the Pistons. People are sleeping.
Well, the thing about the Pistons is they have a player like Cade Cunningham, which we're going to get into
He's
later.
incredible.
For top 10
Yeah,
current players. And I actually have him higher on the list than a lot of people would put him. Might be a little bit of a hot take. I think that the way he's developing, he's still really young as well. I think he was at the Magic originally, or that I might be talking about Jalen Brunson. But Cade Cunningham, just a phenomenal all around the court.
Hey, Bert, can you look up where Cade Cunningham was drafted
Yeah.
to? What team to?
I think that might be Jalen Brunson because Cade Cunningham's still relatively young.
Yeah, he's young.
But just crazy all around the board. I mean, this guy's racking up more rebounds than most of the other guys in the top 10 current players that I have, like
Sure.
over Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Y'all don't need to
Yeah.
touch on that right now. But no, just crazy potential out of him if he develops into the star. I think they also have a very promising future for sure.
Right, yeah, I agree. Cade Cunningham is insane. And I feel like he's another one of those playoff risers. I feel like he'd have a really good playoff run. Okay, let's see. He was drafted to the Pistons.
Yeah, he's
so,
drafted.
Yeah, he was
Pistons.
always on the
yeah,
Pistons.
that's Jalen Brunson, who is
Okay.
Magic. And we're seeing something special with Jalen Brunson as well.
Dude,
he
the
was at-
Brunson burner.
Yeah, the Brunson. It's him who's at the Magic. I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
I don't think we need a fact check on that. We can get it in the comments of the podcast.
Nah,
But,
you're probably right.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson used to be on the Magic. He was a good player. I don't think he was the number one option, but we kind of saw him get better season after season.
Right.
And then, which gets me into one of my points is a lot of people have the misconception that their role on a team is like their ceiling. For example, players like Evan Mobley as well.
Okay.
I think he has some crazy potential
Well,
in the future.
I low-key don't know who that is.
Okay, he's a player on the Cavs.
Okay.
He's like similar to like maybe a Kevin Durant type build.
Okay.
He's slimmer. He's developing. He has a lot of
Good
potential.
upside. Yeah.
So you're saying people believe that the player's role is his ceiling. So like maybe there's not a maybe he has a really good guy in front of him and like he can't get on the court very often.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, a good coach is gonna. I mean, Evan Mobley's young
Yeah.
as well. First, I want to say drafted to the Mavericks, not the Magic. Sorry, but yeah, I had the right
Okay.
idea, I guess.
The Mavericks could have had him and Luka,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, which I don't really want to get into
Yeah,
that.
nah,
Right now.
that's
kinda
in the
wild.
weeds.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was old
Continue.
news. I was talking about Evan Mobley. I don't think that a lot of players get the misconception that like that's their ceiling in a sense. So like the coach uses Evan Mobley as a role player on a good team, and I think players like Evan Mobley. This is more of a hot take actually. I think a lot of NBA fans would disagree with me.
Okay.
You guys might not know enough to push back at all, but Evan Mobley won a Defensive Player of the Year in 2025. So very good defensively.
Wait, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah. DPOY.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Which is wild. He's a role player, and he's surrounded by guys like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland earlier in the season, and then James Harden.
Yep.
So never the number one option, but developing offensively, and I think you give him a role on a worse team and make him the number one option, he has crazy potential. I think a lot of people have it kind of a misconception.
So you would definitely be an advocate for like, hey, the Cavs should re-sign this guy. Let's not let him walk.
I mean, a lot of people are there's haters of almost every player in the NBA.
There are.
And I think I've heard a lot of hate about Evan Mobley, and I've heard a lot of good about Evan Mobley. I love Evan Mobley. I think we should keep him.
Okay.
Crazy potential.
So you're like, let's roll forward with Mitchell and with Mobley, and you're like, that's our core.
Yeah. I don't really like James Harden.
He's old too.
Yeah.
We're a fan of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely on the.
But there might be some allegations out on him right now. So
yeah,
something like that,
new news.
Yeah. Breaking news.
That's wild.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mm-hmm.
What'd he do?
He might never play again. What?
He got caught with.
I don't know, some stuff going on, but I mean, pretty much happens to every NBA or rich pro player.
Every athlete.
Every athlete goes through their own.
That's
their
fair.
Own struggles.
Is this a good time to get into our current top 10?
Wait, real fast. I want to see your thoughts on just throwing it out there. The Pacers. What are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on them? Because it's so hard because they're a team that was so good last year. They're literally one injury away from winning the championship, and then going from that to not making the play.
He got hurt like really early on in the final game, but then they were still up at halftime. They still could have won that game, bro.
Yeah, dude. TJ McConnell.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. Like that team last year. That was my favorite playoff run I've ever watched. That's because we're from Indiana, so it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think that's the favorite playoff run I've watched. Other than
insane.
2016.
Like even like Halliburton had how many clutch shots to like either tie or win games. Like, oh, dude.
Yeah, so like because of that playoff run, or because of that series, this playoff, like the 2026 playoffs, I was like, I don't care who wins, just don't. Not the Thunder. Yeah. I despise the Thunder.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it was.
They're the villains.
I don't like the Thunder either. I pay attention to them because obviously like the pretty much the most dominant team in the league, most skilled.
Yeah.
And I was really glad to see they're not in the finals.
Yes.
But as far as the Pacers go, you asked my opinion. I think you guys would know more about the Pacers than me. Pacers isn't really a team I follow. I know crazy season last year. Tyrese Halliburton. That season might have been Clutch's performance of all time in the playoffs.
Ridiculous, especially against the Knicks.
Yeah, wild. And then he was hurt like a lot of this season, right?
Yeah.
Did he come back?
He didn't play at all.
Yeah, he didn't play at all. Yeah, so which I thought so. I didn't see anything of him. But that's obviously annoying as a Pacers fan. I mean, I've got a little bit of that as a Browns fan, but
Bro, I just found out Tyrese Halliburton wasn't drafted to the Pacers. I think he was drafted to the Kings.
Really?
The Kings, huh?
Yeah. Fact check me, bro. I'm pretty sure it was the Kings.
That's wild. And did he get traded like right away, or?
I think he might have played one season for them. But he got traded for like a second round pick. And I was like, bro,
well, it's
fleece.
Yeah,
dude, he's going through some like skin things right now. He's put on some weight this since he hasn't been playing. Like I think he's back in the grind now, but like it makes me a little, as a Pacer fan, and like he's the future of the team. It's like makes me it's a little hard to like. Yeah, dude, like that was like I don't want to say it, but like last year that might have been a chance. It might be over. But
if we would have had that freaking number 4 overall pick this year, then maybe things could have been different. Okay, Halliburton was drafted to the Kings in 2020.
Oh wow, so that 2020 was.
Yeah, he's young, dude. He's probably 25. I don't know. Yeah.
And how?
I forget who all the Pacers get rid of because I know they still have TJ McConnell. I think they traded him.
No, McConnell's still on the team.
So he's. Okay, but it's.
We got a new center. I forget what was his name. Like the one we did that crazy trade with, the first round pick.
No idea.
Okay, it was a name I didn't even recognize. I didn't watch much of the Pacers.
Is he like a good player?
He's supposedly solid.
Supposedly,
which is what we needed because we were rolling with Jay Huff at center, and bro, he's buns. Mm-hmm. Now we have Nemhard and Neesmith. And,
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, with the current NBA rankings, what order should we go in? What do you guys think?
Do you guys want to go 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
I think 10 to 1. Right?
Sure, I'm good with that. 10 to 1.
Okay. Can I be completely honest with mine? I did maybe 4 to 5 minutes of research and went off base what I know. And I also did a slight copy paste from Google. But I did change a few things, right? I don't have many convictions. You could easily convince me otherwise on both my all-time and my current list.
Okay, just run through your current list.
I'll just go through them. If you see anything that sounds crazy, stop me and debate me, and I'll probably give into what you say.
All right, I'll go last, and then I want to go 1 to 10.
Because I would say you definitely have the most conviction.
Okay, let's just all do 1 to 10. I think I like that better.
I think I like that better as well, because then you get reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I do have Jokic as my number 1 current player. This is my current list. And then it's Shea.
Shea at 2.
Shea at 2, and this one it could be debated. What's actually crazy is on my list that I copied from Google, they did not have this player on the top 10 current. And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I have Wemby at 3.
Okay, that's kind of crazy to me that you have Shea ahead of Wemby.
I do.
Wemby literally just beat Shea.
Don't get me wrong. I cannot stand, and I don't want to be mean to anyone, right? I'm not a big Shea guy. I don't like the flops. It's just not fun basketball to watch. Yes, he has some incredible fadeaways. He's a really good shooter. Lethal shooter, but like I love Wemby so much, and I love watching Wemby play. So while I would think the consensus people would say Shea still better. I mean, he won the MVP. Wait, he won it? He didn't win it 2 in a row, did he? He won 2 in a row, I think.
Shea?
Yeah.
No, Jokic won last year.
Yeah, no.
Who won? Okay.
Jokic won last year.
Yeah,
no, you're good.
Anyway, Jokic, Shea, Wemby at 3. He's my favorite player, but I'll have him at 3. And then it's Giannis at 4. Luka at 5. Tatum at 6, which I'm not fully sure on that one either. I like Tatum a lot too.
Dude, I think Tatum's really underrated right now just because of people's recency bias. They're like, dude, I didn't see him at play for a whole year, so they just forget about how good he is.
Right, but a few years ago,
he's still mid-20s. He has years in front of him. He'll come back from this injury and he'll dominate the league once again. Everybody would be like, I forgot.
The Celtics, you think they'll be like one of those contenders for the next?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I assume. I mean,
they have another top 15 player on the team as well.
Jaylen Brown's
Jaylen Brown. So also crazy defender, like the crazy potential there as well. Yeah. And Jason Tatum will come back, and not like but will come back strong. Yeah, I think they also have a crazy potential. NBA is going to be very interesting over these next 5.
Low key next year I might actually watch some regular season games and get into it more. It's pretty fun.
It is fun.
Okay, this one this is actually, I will say, this is my all-time favorite player.
Yeah, Steph Curry.
It's Steph Curry. Yeah. The Google list, I don't know where they had him. I put him right below Luka for right now.
So you have Steph Curry on the current top 10 NBA list at 7.
I do. But that's what Google had.
So right? Steph Curry, in your opinion, is the 7th best current NBA player.
He's the best. I think he's the best shooter in the NBA of all time. And right now, he's not. I mean, he's not in his prime.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure I heard you right.
Well, you heard me right.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm trying to make sure too.
Let me finish off this list, and then we can debate that one a little bit. After Curry, I think this is my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 is I have Anthony Edwards. Right?
Okay.
And then Joel Embiid at. Is that 9 or 10? I think I'm 1 off. Oh, okay, so this is where it's hard. So my number 10, I'm debating between 2. I think I'm going to go Jalen Brunson. I'm going to go Jalen Brunson for number 10.
Okay, so you have Embiid at 9 and Brunson at 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd be fine switching those up too, but so that's kind of my rough list. Like I said, I don't have any convictions other than...
I'm just curious who the other guy is that you picked Brunson over.
It was...
You don't think there's more that he could have taken...
Well, no, he said he was debating between 2 players. I'm curious who
the only reason I'm debating between these 2 is because one of them was on the list that Google gave me. One of them was not. And I don't think he should be on the list. I'm not. I almost don't even want to say it.
Donovan Mitchell?
It's LeBron.
No.
Kevin Durant? KD.
Google had KD at number 10 right now.
Well, yeah,
is that even close to accurate?
No, not really.
That's what I thought.
He's up there. Like he's still really good. I think a lot of times when you do like a Google search or use an AI, a lot of times it's hard for them to comprehend like right now. So they take like overall career and they use that a little bit.
Right.
And like because even whenever I was doing some research, it was like LeBron, KD, Steph, and I was like,
maybe like a few years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they didn't have Wemby in the top 10. So like that's
that's
just,
messed up.
I guess I was using that as a guideline for me to go off of, but I'm putting Jalen. I actually do like Jalen Brunson a lot.
Yeah,
I can see him honestly being higher than that. But anyway, so
real quick speed run through your list.
Jokic, Shea, Wemby, Giannis, Luka, Tatum, Curry, Ant, Joel Embiid, Jalen Brunson.
Isaiah, what's your biggest discrepancy with that list?
Besides Curry, I knew Curry's
Besides
it's just a throw in there. Like you said, it's the AI thing. I probably just put him in the middle. He's my favorite player of all time, so I want him on the list. But even though he might not be the best in the top 10 right now,
So I think I interpreted it a little bit differently than I'm for sure Hudson. I was just like, currently this season on the floor, who you picking? No previous achievements. Disregarding the future this season. Who were the top 10 of all time? But either way, I don't think Curry's up there. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two for this season. This one's also arguable. Victor Wembanyama is a very arguable player. There's people who put him at the bottom 10. There's people who put him where you put him. I have Victor Wembanyama, I think, pretty much smack dab in the middle. I mean, you had him at three. You had him at 3.
And I, like I said, I like him better. I could put him at 2.
And then you have Giannis at 4.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I have
Giannis at 4. All right. We'll see whenever I get to my rankings.
Yeah.
But I definitely have a different order than that. I think my biggest discrepancy isn't anything like. I think it's honestly Jalen Brunson.
Really?
I do like Jalen Brunson.
You wouldn't have him top 10?
I think current players, how they performed and like their situations. I have a couple players that I would.
We can wait for your
over.
list,
Yeah.
but I'm very curious to see where you have him at. But yeah, he's kind of a likable player too. Honestly, like I don't love the Knicks that much, but like I honestly I'm kind of starting to like their team a little more.
Brunson's a cool
I can't
guy.
stand Karl Anthony Towns though. I'm not a fan of Cat, but
Yeah.
That's funny that you can't stand a Cat, but yet you love Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the same
Yeah.
guy.
Same guy, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm not arguing Caleb Williams on this one, but there's such a difference. So.
Yeah.
Literally the same person.
Okay. Anyway, we want to move on.
So
to
yeah,
now?
my top 10 rankings, 1 to 10. Number 1, I also have Nikola Jokic. I think that's kind of unarguable.
I think it's arguable, but I do think it's Nikola Jokic.
Okay,
But I'll
okay.
give it that. Yeah.
At number 2, I have Victor Wembanyama. Yep, he's the guy. I think he should have won MVP this year. Right behind him is the guy who actually did win MVP and stole it from Wemby, Shea. 4, give me Luka Doncic.
I do love Luka at 4, but I would have it in a different order. I actually don't have Luka at 4. I did before after I did some more research, but
Okay, so I should preface, or I should tell you that I was thinking of this list. I'm thinking like going into next year, which player do I want on my team? Like kind of just like for next year.
yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
inherently our lists are going to be a
because
little bit
because
different.
I didn't want to like discredit somebody for like, oh, he didn't play. He missed 20 games this year because they were tanking Giannis or because of an injury, Tatum. So yeah, so 1 Jokic, 2 Wemby, 3 Shea, 4 I had Luka, 5 is Giannis. And then number 6 I have Anthony Edwards. I think that dude's insane. At number 7's where I have Tatum, Jason Tatum.
All right. Yeah. Respectable.
And number 8, crap, who did I have at 8?
I'm impressed you even remember that without a list.
Yeah. I actually am going to have to go off the head too. I didn't write it down. But you want me to start like listing something?
I had Cade Cunningham. At 8.
Yes. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I love that.
At 9 I had Cooper Flagg.
Ooh, okay.
And at number 10, this is going into
No,
next
go ahead,
year.
go ahead.
Next year, bro. Give me Cooper Flagg over Jalen Brunson, who I have at 10. I have
Okay.
Jalen Brunson
Yeah.
at 10.
I think it's very respectable.
Yep. Guys who just missed the cut was like Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brown. Like they just missed.
Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brown. Okay. Yeah, Jalen Brown's up there, like I said, for the top 15, top 20.
Yeah.
But all right, I'll get into my list. All right.
That's good.
So number 1, I would love to disagree with you, but I just don't think I can. I think it's Nikola Jokic. He's I think like the second player in history to like average a triple double across multiple seasons. Aside from Russell Westbrook,
He's
currently
just
like
so consistent.
yeah, exactly. I think he's like 27, 12, and 10 or something, which is just like a wild stat line on the season. He's done it consistently. I just don't think it's or just all around.
I feel like if you really wanted to, you could honestly just give him MVP every single year.
Honestly, it's wild. I mean, yeah, the most lethal, strongest all-around offensive force for sure currently. And then at number 2, I have Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is for sure arguable. I think Players like Shea, Wemby. I think Wemby's offensive game is still developing. I think he's kind of been bailed out a little bit by players who stepped up into bigger roles.
Wemby has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier.
Which goes with Castle.
Yeah, for sure. Which I think Wemby's a great player. I think as far as ceiling goes, I talked about it earlier. I mean, I love Wemby. I think he has a crazy ceiling. But as far as current, I think I have him
a
little bit lower. But,
that's fair.
And then I have Shea, which I have Giannis over Shea for pretty much one solid reason. So Shea is for sure the best two-way guard in the league currently. And I don't think it's close. I mean, averaging like 33 points a game. And, very, very good defender. He defends other guards. But when I look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, I look at someone more dominant defensively while still offering that dominance offensively as well.
Wait, you said Giannis or Giannis at 2? You're saying? Okay. Yeah.
So like, personally, my thing with Giannis is like, dude, he has all the talent in the world. He's an incredible player.
Mm-hmm.
He just lacks that consistency. Mm-hmm. Like he can pull a no-show at like just a random game, and he's hard to count on.
Yeah, that's hard. I think. What are we valuing, like consistency? I think some of my other players, that's why I would have them lower on the list, and I'll get into that. But for sure, Giannis, just overall defensive. I'll take the rebounds and just the overall dominance. We have defensive structuring around his offense.
I respect that.
And then we have Shea. I mean, those top three for me are pretty set in stone.
Okay,
I mean, I got into Shea already. And then at number 4 we have Victor Wembanyama, which I had him lower originally, but it was
okay. So we had the same top 4, just in a different order.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And I just kind of went off current rather than next season. And then
we all had the same top 4, just in different order.
Yeah.
Oh, you did too. Sweet.
And then number 5 we have Luka Doncic. And Luka Doncic, second most lethal all-around offensive force in the league. I mean, this guy's also averaging like
second to Jokic.
Second to Jokic.
Okay.
Yeah. Just all-around amazing player. Can facilitate an offense like very, very well all around. Great player. And then we have coming in at number 6, we have Anthony Edwards. I think just I have him ahead of some of the other guys similar to him, just for the what he offers defensively as well. Very good offender.
He's another one of those guys who's just like so likable. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know anybody who dislikes Anthony.
Did he? I didn't watch much. Did he play well in the playoffs this year? Did he?
Yeah, they played relatively well. I mean, we had other players on his team step up as well. Okay. Which we saw it a few times this season, which was cool to see. I only see like OG Anunoby, like you wouldn't expect him to have the game winner in a finals game, but I mean, look at him stepping up. Also shooting like 55% from 3. Anyways,
dang.
Anthony Edwards, just great all-around player.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that gets me into number 7, which is, I have Cade Cunningham.
Okay. Yep.
Cade Cunningham, just great player.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm glad you guys didn't debate that. I had a whole debate set for him.
And he's ascending.
Yeah, for sure. And then after 7, I have, I believe, Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Over.
I thought you were gonna say it wasn't top 10 for you. So.
No.
No.
Jalen Brunson. No, he was just a little bit lower. That's number 8. Jalen Brunson. I mean, we've seen what he's been able to do this season. Very clutch player. Steps up. Great player.
Yeah, he is.
What is he? 6? Is he 6 foot even? Is he 6'1"? He's shorter.
Right? I think he's 6'2". Because whenever I was doing it.
And he's about to get a title too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not over yet.
I have Cade over.
As the time this is being filmed, we clarify, we don't know. We don't know who wins. It's a 3-1 lead.
These Spurs are not mentally coming back from what they just suffered.
No, definitely not.
I don't know.
No.
I think it's over.
Brunson has
I'm throwing all my money on the Spurs.
But, sorry, continue.
Yeah, and I have Cade over him simply because he's 6'6", more of a versatile defender, while also offering that offense. And then at number 9. We have. I'm actually gonna do an audible switch up right now. I'm gonna put Jason Tatum.
Attaboy.
I was gonna go Donovan Mitchell. He's just he's like crapped his pants in the playoffs a few times. But yeah, Jason Tatum. I would agree. I think he's been underrated, but all around great player, crazy potential. And he still performed relatively well this season, even after.
Right.
Back.
Yeah, maybe not as much underrated as he is, like just kind of forgotten. About.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's when I have Donovan Mitchell at my 10.
Okay, dude, I feel like Donovan Mitchell is kind of like the Dak Prescott of the NBA, a little bit. I don't know. I have an NFL brain, so like I draw these comps.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right.
Honestly, we had the same like general.
We had a lot of.
The only outlier was I had Steph Curry in there, but like I said,
I had Cooper Flag.
Okay, I forgot about Cooper Flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's he's younger than us. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I am. I'm.
And then he had Donovan Mitchell and we did not. So each one of us had one unique player.
Yeah. I think we should jump right into the GOAT discussion.
Yeah.
Or are we doing an all-time list, or should we just get?
No, let's go straight GOAT.
We might
Straight
get that later. Yeah. So the GOAT conversation, the all-time NBA GOAT. This is something Isaiah is very passionate about.
Very, very passionate. Yes.
And so Ike and I are gonna try our best to argue against him, but he's probably gonna take us down. So have at it. Lay out the argument for both sides, and then give us your opinion.
Well, first of all, you guys are both MJ. Rather than doing that, I wanna, or potentially.
Honestly, I'm a Chicago sports fan, right? So, and my dad grew up a Bulls fan. He's always been. So I was kind of raised up in this MJ as the GOAT. There's no discussion.
Yeah.
And then, but like I haven't seen enough. Like I haven't watched an MJ game. I've seen his highlights. But like it's like it's hard to know. And then now I watch LeBron. It's like, okay, this guy's like he's actually insane. Yeah. And the amount of titles and like just what they've been able to do.
Yeah.
Dude, like I'm just all I'm saying is the word. I'm just saying the word Steph Curry is the best shooter of all time.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying he's the best overall. I think he should be in. I think those are the three to debate against. But it is between MJ and LeBron.
Yeah, I think let's disregard Steph Curry.
I just wanted to throw it out there because he's my favorite player, and I think his shooting is just insane.
For sure.
It's MJ all the way. Convince me otherwise.
All right. Well, first I just want to ask you why MJ, because how I like to do this is you make a claim and then I debunk it instantly in like one sentence.
Okay. He's never lost in the
He's never lost
titles.
in the finals.
Yeah, he's 6-0.
6-0. Okay, I have a few points to
Good luck.
counter that. No. All right. So number one, I'm kind of new to this finals thing. Is it like a 1v1 in Fortnite, or is it like a ping pong match, or how does it work? Oh, is it like a team game, or
it's a team game? It's
a
5v5.
team game.
It is, yeah.
So my question to you would be, why are we assigning team achievements to an individual player whenever?
I mean, you do this in every sport. Tom Brady has so many Super Bowls.
Yeah. But I will say,
leader of the team.
I will say, Michael Jordan coming into the league. It takes him 8 years, pretty much 8 years, around 8 years, to get to a finals. In 3 years, they started surrounding him with other talent. He had Scottie Pippen after year 3, still got absolutely cooked by the Pistons, Celtics, all these different teams. He got swept several times, first round. And then I want to bring up just the fact that the Bulls were already so good without him. I mean, we saw that in 94, 95, around there when MJ left to go watch baseball. He didn't play, he watched.
Wait, so the 2 seasons that he missed, how did the Bulls perform?
So they still had 55 wins after having 57 with Michael Jordan. They still saw success. Did they see 6 rings? No.
Exactly.
Should it have been a ring? It's very debatable. Very controversial foul call. Without Michael Jordan, they win round 1. They go to the playoffs. They're in round 2. Take it to game 7. In game 5, it was like the last minute of the game.
Do you know roughly what year this would be? Like 90.
He said 94,
like 94, 95-ish.
Okay.
It's the year that MJ wasn't there. Yeah. Scottie Pippen, a very arguable foul call. It was the wrong call. At the end of the game, they sunk 2 free throws. They win the game, game 5. That would have put the Bulls up to 3 wins. Then they're going to home, and then they end up winning that game, meaning they would have won that round. And then they're facing a weaker team. I don't remember exactly what team. We don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm not going to pull up the team. But they're facing a weaker team. It's like maybe the Magic or something.
Okay.
And they pretty much would have won. It was like 55 wins, like 48 wins or something. The better team. And then they would go on to the finals to play the Rockets with Hakeem. Am I saying they would have won? No, I'm saying they definitely would have had a chance. And showing that the Bulls were that good without Michael Jordan, I think takes away a lot from those 6 championships. I mean, he's surrounded by arguably like the second best player in the league at the time. I mean, we have like this crazy player in Scottie Pippen, arguably the better all-around basketball player. We have some of the best shooters or one of the best shooters in the league. We have the best rebounder in Dennis Rodman. We have the best coach. And I also want to say Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen never won a playoff series. And so we're seeing some things here. We're seeing, number one, Michael Jordan not being able to do the things that LeBron did. When he doesn't have a fully developed team and a full kingdom built around him, he doesn't win. He gets swept by the better teams, doesn't even make the playoffs half the time. And a lot of people like to think that MJ's career was six years long. That's simply false. He played 13 seasons, and the other seasons he didn't see any success because he didn't have good teams. And we see LeBron James carrying this team. He goes to a team that's 19-63, drafted onto a team that a crazy bad team. No other All-Stars, arguably could have been a G League team. And then we see finally after 5 years, in 2008, he gets Mo Williams. Craziest part, he took the Cavs in 3 years to the finals with no other All-Star help. Does he lose? Yes, obviously. He has a Pringles can and some blades of grass on his team. He's not going to win that. At the end of the day, the only person winning a basketball game by themselves would be like God himself. Like you can't assign a 1v5 to any human being on the earth.
Sure.
And they're winning. Meaning, I don't think you can use that rings debate. There's also players like Bill Russell and
right.
Yeah, there's other players with just as many as him, if not more. And then we also see LeBron is able to do what Michael Jordan did. He goes to a better team, which he gets a lot of hate for. He goes to the Heat because the Cavs weren't able to provide. Does he get a lot of hate? Yes. But what did he do with them? He won. He didn't lose, so I don't understand why he gets hate. He won with that team, proving he can do what MJ did and dominate. MJ can't do what he did. MJ lives in comfortability. LeBron James is the system. Michael Jordan is a part of the system. And at the end of the day, if we take rings out of it, it's not really a debate. It's LeBron James all day long. I think you guys have one thing, and that's Michael Jordan's 10 scoring titles and his points per game. And to debunk, or just to kind of give a little context on that, number one, LeBron was more efficient, averaging higher percentages over a longer span, which is hard to do. And number two, which is Michael Jordan led the league in number one, most attempted shots, and number two, most missed shots several years. So you're taking the most shots, you're usually going to score the most. And that's because all the Bulls needed was a scorer. These teams that LeBron James is at, what do they need? Everything. Because he's not surrounded by help. And when he is, he wins. 7 out of 10 times in the finals, he's the underdog. Michael Jordan, already at the top because he has a great team, never an underdog in the finals. And that's my whole spiel. I know I talked a lot. But
no, I'm not going to lie. That was a very compelling argument.
Okay, so 1994, 1995, whenever he was out, you said, well, that's because... the Bulls still did really good those seasons, but that's because they were coming off of 6 rings. I just wanted to clarify, they only have 3 rings at that point. 3 other rings come after MJ comes back.
Yeah, I understand that.
And that's definitely something to be had. He kind of ran, he came back, you know what I mean? So I think there's a difference between best player of all time, which is LeBron. We can agree on that. And greatest player of all time. I think Michael Jordan, there's a difference between greatest and best. So greatest, the legacy that Michael Jordan left. Like if he walked anywhere on earth, everybody would know that's Michael Jordan, because everyone on earth recognized who that is because his legacy was just incredible. He was undefeated. So undefeated. His team was undefeated in the finals. Yes, and also 13 years, 6 rings. Like that's 48%. Of the seasons he plays, he wins the title. Yeah. So like that's insane. So that contributes to that legacy, right? And then he's also he's in all these ads, and he has this like shoe brand, and he just has his name out there, which could be due to great marketing. But the legacy that he left, I believe, is more impactful than the legacy that LeBron is leaving or has left, and that is what also contributes on top of all of the great performances to the greatest.
But did you just kind of say that like greatest and best are different? So you
Wait,
admitted LeBron is better.
LeBron
if you took prime LeBron and I know this is hard to do because there's different times. It's different.
Can we pick one of LeBron's 3 primes?
Oh my gosh,
is that illegal?
He's kind of consistent. Obviously he's faded off in recent years, but I don't.
LeBron?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, you think he's faded off? Or is he stepping into a role because he's the smarter basketball player, not chucking up bad shots?
I would say he's lost a little bit of. He's still a great player.
Oh, for sure. Decline more than any other player.
Old, so, yeah.
Right. 41 years old, but he's putting up Miami Heat numbers since he turned 41. He steps up into a role when he doesn't have Luka or Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, he did have a little bit. But
also, I would mention Kyrie Irving. He has some really good years with Kyrie.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end of the day, is Michael Jordan going to beat a 73-9 Warriors team? Probably not.
Right.
Probably not. He didn't have to go up against 4 All-Stars at once. The most All-Stars he played in one game in the finals was 2. That's the least LeBron played against. So it just kind of, it's relative to competition. I mean, you can say that a team or a player is the best, but you have to look at who they're playing, the era that they're in. And at the end of the day, I just think that's LeBron James every time. And I also want Bert to look up on Urban Dictionary if best and greatest are synonyms. I think that greatest, you can throw in the word dynasty, greatest dynasty of all time. But when we're talking about the greatest player of all time and best player of all time, I think they're both LeBron James. I think dynasty, there's some stuff that has nothing to do with basketball that obviously is going to make you lean Michael Jordan. And number 2, you need like Nikola Tesla to invent a time machine and send LeBron back in time because he came after Michael Jordan, which means he never had the chance to be the GOAT because everyone's so like, oh, Jordan did it first. That's just not fair.
Yeah, it's a different game too. But at the end of the day, it's all objective. I will say, I mean, to be fair, I mean, like Jordan never had his son playing with him. I mean, that has to count for something, right? Like,
Ooping his own son.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I think it counts for a little bit, just a tiny bit.
I also think you have to look at like kind of the leadership that Jordan provided for his team.
Well, was he really that much of a leader whenever they still did second round in the playoffs and were arguably the most dominant team other than the Rockets?
Finish.
Oh yeah, you're right. They couldn't finish. But meaning Michael Jordan provided one thing for them, which was scoring and bring them together to win a finals. Which at the end of the day, we need to get rid of the finals because it's a team thing. I mean, you put LeBron in that situation. He's not just winning 6; he's winning all 13 seasons. Okay, not all 13 seasons, but Michael Jordan thrived in comfortability. He didn't just play 6 years; he played 13, and he got dominated. All the other years, other than those 6, and at the end of the day, LeBron James is the system. I mean, all-around better basketball player. Every single statistical category, other than regular season steals and points goes to LeBron James. And in the playoffs, averages more steals. So at the end of the day, he does everything except scoring. But at the end of the day, you don't just need scoring to win basketball games unless you're on the Chicago Bulls that Michael Jordan was on, who can provide everything else. Whenever you have a Pringles can and some blades of grass on your team, you're going to have to do everything. Accumulated 34% of his team's stats in 2018. You're not going to win by yourself. The only other guy he had was a fading Kevin Love after Kyrie left. Arguably no other All-Star help took them to the finals as well. And,
I mean, LeBron lost 6 titles. So, yeah, I agree. Titles is not like all – it's not like the magic number. Like, he has 6 titles. He's better than the guy with 4.
Right.
It's not like that. It's – exactly. But it does weigh into the calculation.
I don't think it does at all.
And it does in legacy too. Yeah,
right.
That's where I kind of see what he's saying. Yes, best and greatest are.
It doesn't contribute at all to the conversation of the best player, but of the greatest, it definitely does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in my opinion.
So we had Bert look it up. Yeah, best and greatest are synonyms.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying though. Yes, you go off iconic.
Yeah,
like
no, I know what he's
Jordan
saying.
is iconic. Yes, if you took them both in their primes and they were in the same era and they were like. It could be really close. Like I don't know, like if they did like a 1-on-1 or something. Even no, it's not real basketball, but like it's like as far as skill sets go, and they had different skill sets too in some ways. But
what if Jordan had like the modern day like I guess I don't really know what athletes use to like train and stuff, but like modern day like training, I guess, and
that's a whole different argument.
Able to like watch film and like to the same degree.
Point,
it's a whole different argument. But if we go relative to eras and who's overall more dominant, are we going to take the guy who was in the finals for a decade, snubbed of multiple MVPs? Actually, I kind of want to read you guys the numbers. I think I have them memorized. So I'm going to give you 2 players.
Okay? Yeah, go.
And you're going to guess who
Blind.
won the MVP. Okay. All right. So it's either 16 or 19, but we'll go 19 just for fun. Okay. 19 points per game, all right? With 10 assists, 3 rebounds a game, okay?
Yep.
This is regular season.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
It's just MVP. Who won the MVP? And then the second player, okay? 31 points a game, all right?
I'm guessing this guy's
7 assists a game, and 9 rebounds a game.
I mean,
who do you think won the MVP?
Probably whatever one had the better team and went farther.
It should have been player B.
It should be player B.
It should be player B. Who had the better team? LeBron James. who had the
Really?
way better stats? LeBron James. Who was hated because he's at the Heat? LeBron James. Who's not going to win MVP? LeBron James.
Who won it?
Hold on, though.
Steve Nash.
The better player, or like I guess the better team. You said LeBron had the better team.
Yeah.
The very idea of most valuable player means the most valuable to his team. And so if he had a better team around him, that means he contributes less to his team.
Okay, so this is a crazy stat I've memorized. So whenever LeBron left the Heat and they still had Wade and Bosh, what do you think their record was?
I have no idea.
Lottery team.
Really?
Lottery team.
Really?
Yeah. Lost way more than they won. Didn't even make it to the playoffs. So at the end of the day, who provides more value? Michael Jordan leaving, they still make it second round playoffs, 55 wins instead of 57. Or the team, they go from dominating the league to being a lottery team because LeBron James leaves, and we see that with every team he's been to. Also, every team he goes to, they're a champion by year 4. He's gotten every team he's at a championship, 3 different coaches, 3 different second best players. At the end, he's more versatile. I just don't. I really don't think it should be a debate at this point. And I know that's crazy to say, but I think that there's a lot of nostalgia bias behind Michael Jordan. I also think relative to the era, and I think people account rings into it way too much. And I think we should look at the individual. And I think I kind of want to end it off just with 2 things. Okay, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, go for it.
All right. Yep. Number 1. Charles Barkley. Do you guys know who that
is? Yes, I do.
0 rings. Does that take away from his greatness?
No.
Why? Why does it take away from LeBron's, but not Charles Barkley?
It takes away some from his greatness, but his stats are undeniable, and so that makes him still. He's a solid Hall of Famer, but I wouldn't have him on my top 10 of all time players, greatest of all time players. Yeah. I wouldn't.
No, definitely not, and I don't think he would have that even if he had rings, because we had Bill Russell with 11.
If he had 3 rings, I think he could be in that conversation.
Not even close.
No?
No, I don't think he could. I mean, we have Bill Russell with 11, and you guys, a lot of MJ fans say that they don't count. And so I just think you do the same thing with that. Or a lot of MJ fans would. I'm not saying you particularly.
Sure.
And then I have just one last thing. As far as basketball goes, I don't think that we should be taking into account like advertising and shoes, which I see what you're saying, dynasty. But at the end of the day, he's not even the best MJ. Michael Jackson, more universally known. Okay, and lastly, all right, so we have 2 players. Okay, a random era, random coach, and it's going to be a random like number 2 man, random second best player. Okay, are you taking the guy who's played on the same team his whole life? He did good for his team. He did really good for his team, but he played on the same team his whole life. All right, same coach his whole life, same second best player his whole life, the same system, the exact same system that he was able to get used to and get comfortable in for his whole career. Or are you taking the player who has had success with 3 different best players, and had success with all of them, and then also has had success with no other all-stars on the team, like no other help, like you could put us on his team. A little bit exaggerated, but at the end of the day,
no, that's a good argument.
I think you're choosing the second player every time, and I just don't think that at the end of the day, you can say Michael Jordan is a best or a greater player when it comes to basketball than LeBron James.
That's a convincing argument. You may have swayed me or caused me to doubt, and so I may be reevaluating here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, thank
That
you.
doesn't mean I like it more. I'm still gonna like MJ more just because iconic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You know what? He could be the better player, but I mean, I'm just going off. Yeah, iconic. I mean, yeah.
More okay, so.
But that's not all. Like you said, advertising. It's name brand.
Oh,
it's
more iconic for sure. And at the end of the day, I think literally all LeBron would need to do to be the GOAT is time travel back in time, which is totally doable, right?
Before Jordan, yeah.
Oh, it is totally
at the end of the
doable.
day, MJ did it first, which is why a lot of people just aren't going to recognize that LeBron's.
Yeah, that's why. If Patrick Mahomes gets a few more Super Bowls or somehow goes to another team and gets it's hard to when the consensus at a time is somebody is the GOAT. like Tom Brady for years. Everyone's like, oh, he's a GOAT. No one like that's of all time. That's implying that no one's ever going to be able to pass that. So when you have that bar set, and then someone else is maybe arguably the better player, like what you're saying, it's just hard to like actually define the GOAT, redefine the word of all time. But
I would agree with that. Yeah, there's some good points here. Yeah, thank you for coming on, Isaiah.
Yeah, that was
for sure. It was really fun.
I actually learned a good.
I did learn a lot as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, it was fun having you. Thanks for coming on.
That was really fun.
Until next time.
See you around.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Yeah.